And you're very welcome back. A village in County Leitrim has launched a campaign to attract more families to move there. The more than 200 residents of Kilty Clare are concerned that the dwindling population could reduce local services.
Kieran Rock moved from Ballymun to Kilty Clare. Now he's the local man for guitar lessons and football coaching.
It has worked out fantastic. I moved down in 1998 from Ballymun and I brought my wife and two young children who was 4 and 5, and they went to the local school, which was a great advantage because they really became stars in their own right in this area, because like the lack of population around here, you're more than a number, you're somebody who counts.
The National School is the reason Kieran is backing the campaign urging new families to move here. With just 14 pupils, its future is uncertain and that worries everyone.
I'm in Galway studying at the minute, and yeah, I'd love to settle down and have kids and be able to rear them around here because it's just so safe and everyone's so friendly and everyone looks out for each other.
What we have to offer here is a wonderful rural upbringing for families and children. We've very low crime rates. It's lovely and safe. You can hear it's lovely and quiet. We've the birdies singing, and then we have an excellent education to offer primary school children.
Add to that its history, scenery and proximity to amenities, plus good broadband, which the Kilty Live campaign says makes it possible to work from home.
I have had no problem with operating from here. I'm a photographer and I use the broadband every day.
Graphic designer Carol McGowan is also setting up business here after moving from Dublin.
Rising rents, really, I just couldn't afford it anymore. I had no quality of life. There's a lot of supports there. Leader in Drumshanbo, Enterprise Ireland at the Innovation Centre in Sligo IT, and we have the local enterprise boards as well.
Are you glad you made the move?
I am, and I have the smile to prove it.
Eileen Magner, RTE News, Kilty Clare.
Wanted families to move to a picturesque rural village where rent costs less than €100 a week. The villagers in Kilty Clare in North Leitrim are appealing for families to consider moving to their hometown. With a population of just 233, Kilty Clare is steeped in history, as all the amenities a family could want, and an extremely welcoming neighbourhood. 4 roads converge to form the centre of the picturesque village where a statue of Sean MacDiarmada, a signatory of the Proclamation of the Irish Republic and former resident of the area, stands pride of place. MacDiarmada once had great ambitions of becoming a teacher, and in a rather poignant coincidence, the small community is now scrambling to save the school named in honour of the 1916 hero. Locals have launched a nationwide campaign Kilty Live to advertise their rural community in the hope that city dwellers will opt to move to the North Leitrim village. There is a very real, serious reason to ramp up the campaign, as they are looking for families to enrol their children in the local school. The primary school in Kilty Clare currently has 14 pupils, and if another family does not move to the area soon to enrol just one more student, the school will lose one of its 2 teachers. The Kilty Live campaign began with a community meeting in the local community hall in July. With 30 people in attendance, many had made the transition from urban to rural life themselves and were keen to put Kilty Clare on the map for other families. Carolyn Rock and her husband Kieran, who are involved in the campaign, moved from Dublin in 1998 through a rural resettlement scheme, and raised their family there. She said when the family were searching for somewhere to relocate to, they fell in love with the beauty of the Kilty Clare area. The house we were renting was put up for sale. We had 2 small children at the time, and we were offered Ballymun. We were there a year and a half and found it really difficult to adjust to. We had heard about rural resettlement at the time, and they brought us to see a few places around the country, she said. We came here and we were immediately struck by the beauty of the place. There was everything here we needed. It was the best move we could have made. The kids grew up here and were really happy. There was no worry about crime. Like many rural towns, Kilty Clare has seen a decline in local businesses in recent years. However, with close proximity to Sligo and an emerging entrepreneurial spirit, things are looking up. Graphic designer Carol McGowan explained how she discovered a whole new world of opportunity when she moved from Dublin just a few months ago. Ms. McGowan had struggled to make ends meet when she was involved in a surfing accident and broke her neck in 2009. Since moving to Kilty Clare, her life has turned and she has started up her business Heartstone.ie, which supplies unique headstones and memorials. I've come from the situation where I've actually done this. I've moved here. I set up as a designer when I moved here. I've been able to tap into cross-border funding, with a great leader group in nearby Drumshanbo, and, with another business idea I've also had access to Enterprise Ireland funding through New Frontiers, a scholarship program in Sligo IT, she said. There are a lot of supports for micro-businesses and a very healthy startup community in the Northwest. Anyone with something like a tech idea that doesn't need to be in an office, it's ideal around here to focus on it. You can also go to the Manor Hub in Manormalton, which has hot desks and anything you need. From a self-employment point of view, I'm living it. As it stands, the community has 2 houses ready to rent for less than €100 a week, with rent allowance considered. Local supermarket Stella's caters for every need. It is the home of the post office, petrol pump, as well as groceries, with a mobile butcher also driving through daily. The Cozy Corner pub, owned by Bostonian Maura Weir, whose mother was originally from Kilty Clicker, is also a cornerstone of the community where locals meet to socialize, enjoying Maura's pizzas and burgers with a pint. Mother of a newborn, she joked that while her baby was a bit too young to enroll in the school, she couldn't recommend the locality more to young families. I love everything it stands for, and it is a great environment to raise children, she said. As for all-important Wi-Fi connection, Eircom and Net1 provide broadband in the area, with the best phone coverage being supplied by 3.